Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Daytime Tri-Cities. I'm Chris McIntosh along with Anna Zook, and we are going through another rainy morning here in the Tri-Cities.
Oh my gosh, it's so rainy, but I think the weather cleared up at the perfect time yesterday for the race, right?
It did. No rain delays yesterday. I was up there yesterday, met so many nice folks walking around up at the racetrack, and I went up on the roof and shot the race for the station here.
Wow.
Had just a fantastic time. Had to put a coat on.
Yes.
It was very cold outside.
But at least it was dry.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that really matters. And then another thing, too, I wanted to ask, how many years have you been covering the race?
This will be, well, I've been here at the station 29 years, so this was I've done 2 a year since that, so I figured it up. This was my 57th weekend of covering racing at Bristol Motor Speedway.
Holy cow, 57th weekend. That is crazy, Chris.
More than a year.
I feel like that's a record.
No.
I feel like that's a record.
I'm sure there's some guys out there that have been doing it longer than I have. It's just, you know, some of the national guys or some of those guys. But no, I love going to Bristol. I love everything to do with it. Thanks to Food City for a great weekend.
Right.
Thanks to BMS for a great weekend. But it's kind of today, a little surprising note came out that Dale Earnhardt Jr. is retiring at the end of the season. He had a bad run yesterday. He had an equipment failure, and it put him in the wall, and he was out of the race.
Not a way you really want to go out.
Not the way you want to go out at Bristol, but he's got one more shot coming up in the fall, and I'm sure folks will be cheering him on for the rest of the season.
Hopefully he ends out on top, and a lot of people are really rooting for him. He is so popular, isn't he?
He is the most popular driver in NASCAR by far.
But I'm sure a lot of people are, wishing him well in his personal life, because I know he said that he wants to start a family and everything.
Start a family, and he's getting his priorities right.
Yeah.
He really is.
Well, we wish him the best of luck.
Absolutely. Hey, and second day for you.
Second day, and yesterday we kind of, Amy passed the baton to me, and it was my first day. Loved it. I had so much fun. Really looking forward to this next chapter. But one thing that we were talking about is we want to introduce myself to you all and kind of talk a little bit about where I'm from and give you a little insight into my life. So I'm originally from Seattle, if you all didn't know. So across the country. I am from the West Coast. I kind of joke with people that I slowly made my way across the country and ended up here just because I had a couple stops along the way in the middle of the country. But I have a younger brother. His name is Adam. I think we have a picture right there. Yep.
There you go.
There's me and my little brother Adam.
I'm looking at these pictures for the first time because I wanted to take them all in when everybody else did. You're a cute little girl.
Well, thank you. So obviously that was a professional picture done on the left, my mom's choice. And then on the right is me and my brother and my dad. And when I say I'm from Seattle, I am a true Seattleite. Like my family, we are huge Seattle sports fans. We are Mariners fans. We are Seahawks fans. My dad actually used to grow up going to the Seahawks and the Mariners. And so right there actually is the opening day of Safeco Field where the Mariners play now.
That's great.
Yeah, it's just so fun.
And look, here's some more great pictures.
Yes, so when I say I'm a Seattle fan, Seattle sports fan, there I am on the left holding a 12 flag actually with a couple of my girlfriends. I kind of forced them to meet me in North Carolina when the Seahawks played the Panthers. And it's so fun because now that I live outside of Seattle, there's a lot of stadiums nearby here that you can drive to.
You can go to Charlotte, you can go to Atlanta, you can go to Nashville.
I know,
all
it's
within
great.
Driving distance.
It's great, and so I've checked the Panthers Stadium off the list. Now the next one on my list is the Falcons in
there
Nashville.
You are, getting your diploma.
Yeah, so that's when I graduated college. I was in Colorado. I got my degree in broadcast journalism and history. It's my grandparents right there, and so like I said, I kind of made my way slowly across the country. I went to school in Colorado, University of Colorado, and then ended up here. This is where I am across the country. And so another thing that is a big part of my life, recently this year, I actually got engaged.
Oh, I knew about this. There you go.
And so that is my fiance, Russell. That's our dog, Max. And on the left is actually the night my fiance Russell proposed.
There at Blackberry Farm.
At Blackberry Farm, I know. So you can see kind of in the background, we were in a wine cellar. It was a very, I don't know if you know this, Chris, but The Bachelor. Do you ever watch the show
I
Bachelor?
do.
I like to say it was a very Bachelor moment because it was all set up so
I see
great.
all the candles and everything
yes.
in the background. Yeah.
And Russell had nothing to do with it. He kind of told the people at where we were at that
I
he
love
wanted,
your honesty about it.
yes,
So.
that it's his honesty actually, that he wanted to propose, and it was their idea, and they were able to set it up and pull it off, and it was great. And so yeah, so that's actually the night he proposed, and then on the right was our engagement pictures.
Now, what's your dog's name?
His name is Max. He's a golden retriever.
Right.
He is so great. He is 2 years old. Still kind of has a little puppy in him, but
right.
it's wonderful. So that's
Great
kind
pictures.
of thank you. So that's
Great
kind of an
pictures.
inside of my life right there.
And when tell everybody when you're getting married.
I'm getting married at the end of September.
All right.
So right now I'm kind of going through the wedding stages of planning. The good news is we already booked all the big things. You know,
Right.
the venue and the band and the food and all that stuff. So now it's just the fun stuff, like
so
the
when you
decorations.
you're going to Seattle to get married.
Yes, we will be getting married in Seattle.
You
where
got
I'm
to
from.
send us plenty of pictures that week. So
of course.
I need some every day, so I'll have them here on the show.
Yes,
so.
I'll send you some pictures of me getting ready, right? Russell can't see me, but you can see me.
Okay.
It's great. But yeah, so I just wanted to share some of those pictures so you can kind of get to know me a little bit more on the personal side.
Yeah, and you've been here in the news department doing a fantastic job.
Thank
and now
you.
you're here with me, and I know you're going to do a
I know.
fantastic job here.
I
so.
know.
And
I have been here for about 4 years, almost 4 years.
You've done a lot of plane trips.
I've done a lot of plane trips.
Well, I'm going to tell you about it. We got some video we want to show you of a very interesting plane trip that happened to some folks that were going from Tampa to L.A. They got serenaded by Kenny G.
Oh.
And while that would be fun in and of itself, the silver lining here is he raised $2,000 while he was on this flight.
That's great.
For Relay for Life.
I love that.
Yes.
And I think, you know, we've seen not the best press about planes
Right,
lately.
exactly.
So this kind of, you can see everyone with their phones out right now, but it's kind of a positive news story. I love this. And Kenny G, everyone knows who Kenny G is, right?
A little smooth flight, a little smooth jazz.
Yeah,
from Kenny G.
it can kind of make you calm, especially for people who are nervous for
Right.
flying. It can kind of
That's
calm
me.
the nerves.
Really? Just so you know, I hate flying.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely hate it.
Really?
I've had some bad experiences on planes.
Well, that can
I have
definitely
not been
do it for
beaten
you.
and dragging off a plane.
Right, but that can definitely do it for you. If you have one bad experience, that
Right.
can really
Right.
oh
yeah. I
make
had
flying
a couple bad
nerve-wracking.
experiences, but you know, one of these days I'm gonna get back on that horse and get back.
Definitely,
in the air. Yeah,
definitely. You have to have a good trip, maybe.
Yeah.
That can help you get through
Maybe
the flight.
maybe you and I'll take a trip somewhere.
Yeah.
There we go.
Let's do
All
it.
right. We got a lot going on the show today, folks. We got Stanley's Produce over there. They got tons of strawberries. We're gonna be showing you strawberry coffee cake.
Ooh,
coming up in just a
yum! That
little
sounds
bit.
great.
We got a lot going on. Be sure now to stay tuned for our daily Pledge of Allegiance. It's brought to you by Bachman Bernard. Today's pledge comes from Marsha Collins' second grade class at Rose Hill Elementary School.